Video 1 introduced RDL as XML. This video goes deeper. The difference between RDL and RDLX, what actually happens when a report gets processed, and how caching and snapshots fit into the lifecycle. 5 questions, let's begin. If report definitions still feel a bit abstract from video 1, this video should make the whole lifecycle concrete. What's the difference between RDL and RDLX file extensions? RDL is the classic, deployed report definition format, the file extension a report takes once it's actually published to the report server for real use by real users. RDLX is used specifically during design, inside Report Builder, supporting a slightly different schema for features still being actively edited before final publication. Report Builder converts RDLX to RDL automatically the moment you publish. The author never has to manually convert anything themselves. Both are still fundamentally XML underneath. The real distinction here is about tooling and lifecycle stage, not some fundamentally different underlying technology. Being able to name report parameters and code specifically, rather than just data sources in the body, shows genuine familiarity with real report files. What are the main sections inside a real RDL file? Beyond data sources, datasets, and the body covered in video 1, report parameters defines the actual prompts users see and interact with when opening the report. Code holds embedded custom logic, small functions written directly into the report itself, callable from expressions anywhere in the layout. This is exactly the structure you'd navigate if debugging a report definition directly in raw XML, rather than only through the visual designer, which matters when a report is behaving strangely and the designer's own UI isn't showing you the real underlying cause. A good follow-up point. This same processing versus rendering split is exactly why exporting the same report to PDF versus Excel can look subtly different, only rendering change. What actually happens when a report is processed? Processing means actually executing the report's queries against real, live data. The RDL definition itself is completely static, and processing is the step that fills it with genuinely current values. This is distinct from rendering, which happens afterward. Processing produces an intermediate result, and rendering then formats that result into HTML, PDF, or whatever output format was actually requested. Parameters get resolved and validated during this exact processing step. A default value or a value the user typed gets applied before any query actually runs against the database. Understanding this split matters directly for performance tuning. A slow report could be slow specifically at the processing step, the rendering step, or genuinely both, and the fix looks different for each. Mentioning cache expiration policies unprompted is often the detail that signals real production tuning experience, not just textbook knowledge. How does report caching work, and when should you use it? A cached instance stores a fully processed report temporarily, so the next request for that same report with the same parameters reuses that stored result instead of reprocessing everything from scratch. This genuinely trades data freshness for faster response time. A cached report might show data from 10 minutes ago, in exchange for loading almost instantly instead of making everyone wait. Caching makes real sense for reports viewed often but changed rarely. A daily summary report checked by dozens of people benefits enormously, while a genuinely real-time dashboard should never be cached at all. Cache expiration policies control exactly how stale is acceptable. A time-based expiration, or an explicit refresh schedule, decides precisely when the cached version actually gets updated. Being able to draw this distinction cleanly, unprompted, in an interview is exactly the kind of precision that separates a strong candidate from an average one. What's a report execution snapshot, and how does it differ from caching? A snapshot captures report data at one specific point in time, and unlike a cache, which expires and refreshes, a snapshot is deliberately meant to stay exactly as it was originally captured. Snapshots are typically scheduled rather than triggered by a user request, run automatically overnight, for instance, capturing that day's numbers permanently for later reference. This matters directly for genuine historical or compliance reporting. A month-end financial report needs to show exactly what the numbers were back then, not whatever the live numbers happen to be today. The precise distinction worth stating clearly. Caching optimizes performance, while a snapshot preserves a point-in-time record, two genuinely different problems that happen to use a similar underlying mechanism. You know RDL and the report lifecycle. That's RDL and the report lifecycle in depth. RDL versus RDLX. the internal structure, processing versus rendering, caching, and snapshots. Next video covers datasets and data sources, shared versus embedded. If this helped, subscribe, and see you in the next one.